The Jupiter Boys.
Well, is it?
Is it recording?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter.
My name is Quinn Jupiter.
And we're two boys. We're from the planet Jupiter. We have topics every single week. We don't have air conditioning where we're recording, so it's quite warm.
Yep.
And we need to get through this as immediately as possible. Quinn, can you go grab the... No, there's a coin of truth right there.
A sip. We got to get it through it. A sip.
I'm going to call the yellow side, please. We have stupid conversations.
So you don't have to.
It's the always read the black side, so
It's my side.
that's your side. Please go.
Okay. So,
Anytime.
we both are big fans of a Game of Thrones.
I'm very big, and I'm also a fan of Game of Thrones.
You are enormous.
I'm a gigantic gas cloud.
Your penis is huge.
Well, it's average for my size.
It's average for your size, which is a celestial being so big. So we both
Real big.
We both love Game of Thrones, and we both love that Jon Snow character, and you know how he goes through that ice wall. And so what I'm trying to propose is, if you're gonna jump off the ice wall, how fast you think you go down that fucking, like, how fast do you end up going? Because it's like an enormous wall of ice, right?
9.8 meters per second squared.
Is that it?
That's the
Okay.
acceleration due to gravity. So,
I guess it's the same for anywhere, eh?
yeah, literally anywhere on the planet.
But what are some other like kind of mathematical questions you could pose about fantasy, or like stuff like how much distance is between, like how long does a crow take to fly in Game of Thrones? Like, I wonder if anybody's done that calculation. Like, how fast do these fucking crows fly? Because those crows gotta be tired. And are they replacing the crows after time? How does the crow system work?
Yeah, man. So the crows, well, I could explain the crow system, I think. Basically, everybody's got a fuck ton of crows,
Okay.
and they're trained to go to different places.
How long does it take them to do it? Like, do you
to
think
get there?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, it's probably faster than, like, our mail.
Yeah, or like they send a raven or a crow or
Ravens, yeah, that's what it is. That's what it's called.
Yeah, because like a crow, you can't really
You can't
tame
train
them.
a crow.
They're stupid.
No, actually, crows are really smart. They're
Are
smart
they?
apparently they're smart as 7-year-olds.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's bonkers.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. They play and shit. But anyway,
chickens hug people and stuff too. That's pretty cool. I've
What?
seen videos of like chickens like hugging a human.
I don't know if it's like truly hugging though. Like, I feel like chickens are like the dumbest bird that we've like bred all like personality out of.
That's true. Anyways, so like, how long do you think?
I think it's like FedEx Express. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you pop it on an airplane. It's pretty much the same thing. Well, I mean, airplanes go pretty
Apron's
fast.
going a lot faster than a fucking raven.
But you also have to wonder like how big these kingdoms really are.
Yeah.
Because like, it takes a long fucking time to cross a kingdom on horseback. But like, we could get in a car and be like, you know, several horse days rides away in like 2 hours. So
like, how far do you think Mordor is? It's probably from like New York to New Jersey, and they're just like, come on, guys, it's not that big.
well, yeah, it's far if you go on foot, you fucking idiots.
Guys, take this fucking Tesla.
Guys, there's like there was a river that went like the entire way there.
You could have been on the back of a fucking boat,
Yeah,
Kate Winslet style.
she was on the front of the boat.
No. She's sorry, on the
Wait,
door of a
were
boat.
they on the back of the boat or the front of the boat?
They were on the front when they're doing the
King of the world.
King of the World and the hold me, Jack. Yeah, when they're doing that cinematic moment.
So other Game of Thrones
Or
shit.
like fantasy, like how much do you think? Okay, how much do you think a dwarf weighs?
I'm gonna guess
Like average weight, like 429, because they're stocky.
429, 429 pounds.
Yeah, son, they're stock. They're all stock,
Yeah,
lock
but like
and drop.
they're not
three
that much.
smoking barrels.
Like physics doesn't work. Like, what are they made of? Diamonds? Like, their physics doesn't work like that.
Hey, dwarves are commonly known coalers, so and like miners. So they
They've just
probably
eaten so much diamond dust.
eaten
that
so
they're
much
just-
diamond dust that their body is made out of diamond dust. So that's new lore for Lord of the Rings, is that dwarves' bodies are made out of diamond dust.
I would say like for realsies, like Tyrion, because like people grab him all the time in the
Yeah,
show.
he probably
so he
weighs,
can't weigh
like-
400 pounds.
Probably weighs like 45 pounds.
I would say like probably like 60 to 70 pounds.
Okay, yeah.
because he's like stock. He's built. He's got like muscle.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just the way of people's bones, man.
Yeah.
Like imagine checking a 12-year-old around, it'd be like 70, 80 pounds.
Yeah, it's true. They are pretty big. What about how much do you think an elf weighs? Because they're tall and they're skinny.
Yeah, but they're made of like helium, so like
Yeah, that's true.
I imagine they're like 7 pounds.
7 pounds for this elf.
Well, like remember that scene? And I mean, like I know in the lore it was his boots, but like that scene where they're all like trudging through the snow and like Legolas just like fucking prances by on the top.
Yeah,
And it's just like, you motherfucker, like seriously, like you piece of shit. He's just like lightly dancing on the top of the snow. Like you guys should just come up here. So like you can't weigh that much.
that's very true. Like physics won't work that way. So there's got to be some
I just want
magic
to
at play.
I just want to point out at this point that somebody at home is losing their goddamn mind because we just crossed from Game of Thrones over to Lord of the Rings, and
Yeah.
they're like, oh, and then somebody else is losing their like 6 other people are like losing their goddamn minds because I like fucked up something about Legolas. They're like, actually, it's because of his fucking dwarven heritage in the Silmarillion.
Listen, I've done my knowledge.
That should be a shirt. Listen, I've done my knowledge.
That's gonna be a shirt.
And like a dweeb pushing his fucking finger, his glasses up.
Listen,
I've done my knowledge.
I can find a stock image of that easily.
Yeah, but you have to draw it. So that
I
we
can just use a stock image. Do you have to pay for stock images?
Yes.
Then we'll pay for the
There's
stock.
somebody's stock.
Then we'll pay for the stock image, Jim, because we need this.
We need this.
We need it better than my
We could
artistic
just
skills.
We could just pose for it, and then you could just do it artistically, and make
true.
it even more grotesque. Add like a thicker neck beard. And
What if I add like tentacles and stuff and finally made my self portrait?
well, you should definitely make both of our self portraits.
Yeah.
For our
Finish your thought. Continue.
faces.
Yes, I agree. Agree with that sentiment.
Okay, so let's talk some more fantasy
Game of
physics.
Thrones. More Game of Thrones. How much do you think a direwolf weighs?
A lot.
lot.
I like how these are all weight based.
Yeah.
It's like guess your weight at the circus. Like, guess, come on, step right up. What does a direwolf weigh? Well, it weighed this guy down at one time, so probably about 200 pounds.
They are probably about 200 pounds, I would say.
They're pretty big. They're pretty big boys.
And like usually
girls.
wolves are like 200, 220, like big old wolves, like the fucking gray wolves and shit. Those are big boys.
Yeah.
Boys and girls.
Yeah.
Mostly women. Mostly women wolves. No, it's probably, I don't know, probably an equal amount of women and men wolves.
In Game of Thrones?
Yeah, dire
'Cause
wolves
there's
are
only a few
really
left,
rare. Yeah,
apparently.
that's true.
So, yeah, probably more females than males. Or I mean, males than females.
How long do you think decomposition...
Ned Stark's dick is?
Yes.
I'm glad you asked. Well, he fathered several children.
Yeah.
So you know
He's
he
got
up in
that
that. He up in that.
He got that dad dick.
He got that big old dad dick. You know, like when you sometimes accidentally see your dad's dick, and you're like,
it's-
"Whoa, fuck,
whoa,
that's gigantic."
That's a big old
It's
dick.
like a big, gigantic dad dick.
He's got that dad dick.
He's got that dad dick.
Now,
So
how
gonna-
big is his son's dick, though?
Okay, well, there's like varying dicks,
Right.
Because I feel like, okay, so let's start.
Bran,
I feel
enormous.
like Rob had like an okay dick. Like,
Yeah.
Rob had like a regular sized dick.
Yeah.
Fucking, not Jon Snow, because that's not actually his son.
Bran.
I was gonna go with. So there's Rob, there's Bran, and there's Rickon, right?
Yeah.
Besides Jon Snow.
Yeah.
So, Rickon, I bet you it was like long but kind of skinny.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
I
mean?
get. I can see
And
that.
like that's like more from his mom's side.
Yeah.
And Bran just has like a big old hog.
I was gonna say that.
Like-
Bran, humongous dick, like the
just,
biggest.
just a big fucking dick. And the tragedy is that he loses like
He
all of the
can't
motion
use
in
it.
his like from his waist down. It's just a dead old dick.
But it's like one of those. Remember the thing you used to get at the dollar store where you could like fold it in on itself, and it was like had a little jelly in the middle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we used to call those jerk off machines.
Yeah,
I tried it to jerk off once. It wasn't like you have
No.
to add a ridiculous amount of lube, and then it
Crazy
just
amount.
becomes impossible to control because it's just once it slips out of your hand, it just like shoots across the room.
it's the worst method of jerking
It's dumb,
off.
but like you'd think because you put your finger in there, and you're like, yeah, that was pretty fucking good. I bet you this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like so they kept calling them jerk off machines because like you shake them back and forth, it looks like you're jerking it off.
It does, and it is much the physics.
It's funny
because
because like half the audience is like, "What the fuck are they talking about right now?" It's like those little water-filled balloon, like
Yeah.
tubular balloons that like folded in, like squirted in on themselves.
yeah,
We'll post a fucking picture of it later.
but Brand's penis is like that.
Just Google jerk off machine. I'm sure you'll find it.
No, you'll find a lot of other stuff, but probably not that.
That's the end of that topic. Just Google jerk off machine. So so Quinn,
Fantasy quandaries in mathematics.
So Quinn, I'm dying right now of the heat. It's so overwhelming, and
fine.
You're wasting my life.
You know why I'm fine? Because I wear shorts. You psychopath.
I'm in like the lightest of pajama pants.
You're still sticking to that seat. Only my thighs are sticking.
I'm not
to
sticking. Well, actually, I am where my love handles are sticking to like the back, like they're like poking out from my pants because that's the thing that happens when you turn 30 years old. Somehow, flesh just starts protruding from your clothing. So,
What's your topic?
oh yeah, you prompted me earlier because, unsurprisingly, I came with absolutely no idea at all what the fuck I was gonna do.
It's just another week, just another lack of a topic.
Just another time doing this shitty podcast. Oh, actually, quickly, just real quick, gotta put in I think the last ad,
Yeah.
the last mention of the Animal Saga.
Oh,
There are 3 films: Goldfish Bowl, Death by Glass, Hamsters: A History, and Spiders Will Eat Your Face.
yep. They're
They
by
are-
Mike Fallick.
Yeah, Big Weasel, Little Weasel Productions. His podcast, Let's Start a Cult, is the shit. I listen to it
is
every
the
single episode.
Best.
It's awesome. He and Deepu, the bomb. And you can get that animal trio of movies, the pet history, epic pet history in America,
Can't you get it on Amazon?
on Amazon. That is exactly where you can get it. It's on Amazon Prime, all that shit.
And I like Amazon a lot, and I like Mike Fallick a lot even more.
So anyway, my topic, and I just gave him that spot in my topic, just out of generosity, not at all because I barely know what my topic's going to be. But you prompted me with Jurassic Park,
Yes.
and so I know that in Jurassic Park, the original,
Yes.
the OG, the OG Park.
OG Park is my rap name.
It's my Korean rap name, yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, it's so good. Okay. Continue, my
So in the OG Park, we all know that the park was overrun by dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Because Newman turned off the alarms and let the dinosaurs out so that he could smuggle out. Well, he just opened the gates so that he could smuggle out dino DNA.
Bingo. Dino DNA.
Yeah, so we all know that he did this, and that at the time the park wasn't fully open, wasn't fully operational.
Yeah.
Probably about like 20% of the staff was there.
Yeah.
Which is like sort of the ideal time for something to go bad.
Totally.
Right?
It's the perfect
But like,
bailout.
I want to know, like, there's a scene where they're like eating nice food, right?
Yeah.
So like presumably like there's a cook.
No, there's a scene where they're eating nice food because they made all the food for themselves.
Oh,
They just
okay.
went in the kitchen and just prepared all the food for
Oh,
themselves.
okay, so there's no cooks there.
Right.
But like I want to know that like and I know that sort of Jurassic World is about this, but like what would it be like if the whole park was there?
Right.
But in OG Park,
But in
because
OG
like
Park,
OG
because-
Park, they've barely prepared. Like
No,
they're
like,
so
it's
underprepared.
lax. So lax on security. It's like little metal fences, and you're like, guys,
That's not going to work.
it's not gonna keep them in. This is the 90s. This isn't
Anybody
the
who's
60s.
ever had a pet lizard or reptile knows that like they're fucking master escape artists, man.
Yeah.
Like literally just like a pet little salamander, gecko, bearded dragon, turtle, whatever.
Plus, mix that with a bird, and you
Yeah.
get a velociraptor. That's terrifying.
Well, they're all sort of
yeah,
birdy.
a lot of them are a lot like birds. It's like the mix of lizards and birds.
Although velociraptors were the size of geese, they're little bitches. Everybody thinks of Deinonychus as velociraptor
Yeah,
because
Deinonychus is
because
huge.
because of Jurassic Park.
They're not even 10 feet tall. They're like only 6 feet tall. So they're the size of like
A dude.
A dude. Yeah.
Yeah. But like, and then they have like a big old blade on the front of their feet.
Yeah, that's Deinonychus. That's not Velociraptor. That
I
was
know.
inaccurate.
Inaccurate. It's because Steven Spielberg liked the name Velociraptor more than Deinonychus.
Yeah.
And he was like, Michael Crichton, fuck you. So,
Although Michael Crichton was in charge of the movie more like almost, I've heard, more than Steven Spielberg.
except for the Velociraptor thing, because
Except
he
for
got
the-
it right
yeah.
in the book. But
That's
anyway,
If it was like that, if the
yeah,
Ochi
if the-
Park,
if the park was, like,
Newman came
open.
in, okay, Newman comes in like in that
well,
situation, or like
let's not even say Newman comes in, okay?
Yeah.
Let's just say, for whatever reason, because it's like it's set in like Puerto Rico or something, right? Like
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica, that's right. So like, what if like the government of Costa Rica, you know,
Well,
there's
it's
like
an island off the coast of Costa.
sure,
or like, yeah,
sure,
yeah.
whatever. But like, what if the government there, you know, suddenly civil war breaks out, these islands get inhabited by soldiers, the power goes out because like they've like been like taking out like power plants and shit like that,
That's good. Yeah.
and you know like suddenly all those electric fences are garbage,
And
all of their
dinosaurs
computer
go.
systems
Yeah.
are fucked, all of their secure like all of their like surveillance systems are fucked, you know. So like, and this is presuming they don't have like, you know, endless hours of backup generators, because they could probably survive a little while,
Yeah.
but like eventually you run out of shit, right?
Yeah. It'd be Turok,
Yeah.
essentially.
Exactly.
I am Turok.
It's just such a garbage game. Like it's so silly, but anyway, it's so fun, so fun.
So fun. The remake actually inspired a lot of first-person shooters.
Really,
Yeah, like modern first-person shooters wouldn't have happened if Turok didn't. The reboot of Turok.
I wonder how many modern first-person shootings would have happened. Just kidding. They're probably not related.
There's no
very much.
correlation between those things.
Well, there's probably correlation, but there's no
Correlation.
causation.
Yeah, no causation. All right. The park would run, I think, like very 90s. Like very, 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 very 90s. So they have like Beanie Babies of like the dinosaurs available. They have like crazy
Beanie Babies-
straws in
Beanie
the
Babies
shape
was
of dinosaurs.
Really more like late 90s, early 2000s.
Was it?
Yeah. Because I remember like one of the fads of like around Y2K was Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies, yeah.
Everybody was all about them babies.
So it'd be like Cabbage Patch Dolls, but dinosaurs, like the Cabbage Patch Dolls.
That was
like,
sort of more 80s.
That's true, eh?
Well, I guess early 90s.
That's early 90s. I remember Cabbage Patch
just
Dolls.
like Little Mermaid crossovers with Jurassic Park.
Well, first of all, like Disney would just buy it.
Yeah, Disney would just own it. So
Yeah.
right off the bat,
Well, Disney would own it now.
right off the bat, the T-Rex would be named Teddy T-Rex, and
He's just.
you know, Terry Triceratops.
Also,
They'd all be like wearing bow ties, but the bow ties would be like shock collars. But none of the shock collars work because of they can't even radio them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my proposal is, what if Quentin Tarantino did Jurassic Park? Like, what happens in a Quentin Tarantino world of Jurassic Park, OG Jurassic Park? Like,
First of all, the soundtrack is really good.
is really good. The
So-
dialogue, excellent.
Yeah.
There's a scene where Velociraptor, like,
Has like a long discussion with Jeff Goldblum, and it's frankly haunting because it's just so human.
Yeah,
you know,
it really is.
and you see them for their side.
he shoots him in the face.
Yeah.
Right at the end,
Yeah, that's
which
a
is an
little
interesting
disturbing.
choice.
I mean, it's disturbing, but it's Tarantino, right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Blood spurts out of his head for like 6 minutes.
You see a Velociraptor's the bottom of his foot, like, which is like revolutionary, right? Because you've never seen the bottom of these
yeah,
dinosaurs'
there's a
feet.
scene where like a guy's like under a glass panel and like it's like covered in rice, and you just see the footprints of the Velociraptor as they're being made across
It's a
the rice.
beautiful image. It actually won Best Image at the Oscars.
That's a new category they
Yeah.
invented just for this movie because of how good it was.
Well, that's Best Image.
What if-
Do you all agree?
what
We
if-
all agree as actors, as the Actors Union.
We're the Academy. We agree.
We're the Academy.
It sounds like it's just Adam Ryder. Is that just Adam Ryder? Driver? Adam Driver?
It's Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
I used to be a Marine. Please respect me.
We'll see.
I respect you, Adam Driver.
What if Wes Anderson did Jurassic Park?
Okay, so the dinosaurs are
All wearing
sweaters.
cardigans.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
We are one entity. We are one human.
we hit it. God.
So Bill Murray plays one of the dinosaurs, obviously.
Okay, but hold on. Does he look like a dinosaur, or does he look like Bill Murray being a dinosaur? Because I'm much more interested in the latter.
He looks like Bill Murray being a dinosaur, but in like almost creepy,
Well, you see, they
makeup.
mocapped Bill Murray and his face and put it onto a T-Rex.
Yeah, it's sensational. Also, one of the
That's the end of that topic.
Triceratopses dies because Wes Anderson likes to kill animals in his films.
Call back to the last episode. You've been listening to the Jupiter Boys. Why? What is wrong with you? If it's something that is like a real problem, get help. Otherwise, you can actually support us and help us do more of these. You can do so by buying merch in our Redbubble store. We have brand new merchandise. We both just bought a version of this. This is the first time this has ever happened.
We bought our own
But
merch.
this is the Double the Damon t-shirt because it's just so goddamn good.
Double the Damon and double the fun. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can find that link in the show notes. If you don't want to pay money to support us, it's fine. We're going to think less of you, but it's fine.
Yeah.
You can just rate, review, subscribe, or just recommend us to friends.
Tell a friend,
Yep.
tell a neighbor, tell an enemy, and tell a Klingon.
Okay. Some of those might overlap.
I have quite a few Klingon friends.
You can follow me at the Jupiter Boys on Twitter.
And I'm at Quinn Jupiter.
Shoot those nuts.
Straight. We forgot to thank Christo Graham.
Shoot those nuts to Christo Graham, who for the use of our theme music.
Right down his gullet.
Thank you, Quinn.
With Dolphin Shark.